Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to be here. Welcome. I am Creatively Lisa, high-fiving in from Long Beach, California. Welcome to today's live. How are you doing on this beautiful Tuesday? What a beautiful, let's see, we are coming up on the last month of summer. It's kind of cool. It's my favorite month. It's my favorite month. You want to know why? My birthday month. I love it. September. I love September. It's the 9th month of the year. I like everything in threes. So it's 9. So I'm excited for this month. Time to celebrate amazing, awesome things. And I'm so excited that you're here today because today I am talking about supplements and what that can do for your body, but not only for your body, for your pup's body. And I discovered this purely by stumbling through it, honestly. So first of all, if this is the first time you're watching me, thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe if you're on YouTube. And if you are in my group, I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you for watching. And if you're on my pages, thank you. I'm glad that you stopped by. Please click and follow me because I'm going to be doing lots of cool things. The content is evolving and it is specifically designed to help you live a better life with your dog. How to high vibe with your dog. And I have a 12 tips to a high vibe dog. And this week is week 2 of that book, tip 2 of that book, which is supplements. And today's topic is supplements, finding clarity beyond the overwhelm. And I stumbled into this purely by accident. I was looking for solutions and I wasn't finding it. It's as simple as that. It started out as total, if I'm completely honest, total chaos. Originally, what got me started on this holistic path to begin with was my boy Joey, who came down with, he was allergic to the environment that I was giving him, and I had no idea what to do. I had no idea what to give him. I didn't realize that what I was actually feeding him and using in the home was causing his illness. I didn't know that. But I soon learned when no matter how often I took him to the vet, I took him to the doctor, all they would do was push meds, more meds, more meds, more meds. Wait a minute. Meds didn't give him the problem, so how can meds fix the problem? It doesn't need to be fixed. We need to find a solution, not a Band-Aid. And that's what I was searching for, a solution, something that worked with his body, something his body was screaming, and I was looking for a solution, and I didn't know where to look. I come across a beautiful store called Pets Naturally, and they started enlightening me on how to raise a high vibe dog, if I'm honest, and what I was doing wrong and how to correct it and how to work with his body and what it was telling me to actually fill in the gaps and the holes of what I was dealing with, what we were dealing with. And so that's what started me on the journey of supplements. So supplements are wonderful because no matter how much food, good food even, not to mention the crap, but the good food even, there are gaps possibly. And because they don't eat, our animals don't eat the way they did in the wild. So there's gaps in minerals and nutrients that their body needs. And in the environment that we're giving him, there's just lots of toxins, even outside our home. So their bodies need something to be able to combat that and to fill in the gaps. And supplements do just that. And I was so tired of just constantly throwing money away with pills that weren't working, that was only making him sicker. And unfortunately, I lost my boy. And that guilt still kind of trickles in from time to date. And that I'd love to be able to take that out of your day to day, because it doesn't feel good when you've done something and and without knowing, it actually made them sicker. So what I'm talking about today is finding solutions and supplements and how that can play out in your day to day. And with Tulli, man, I was all over it. I started the journey with Joey, and we started adding in supplementation, feeding him better, and working with him on that level. And then I went all raw with my girl, Chloe. She had a heart condition, and so I had to do that. And then I would add supplementation in the raw specifically because it didn't have everything that it needed. And it got me really looking at what's in supplements, why supplements, and quality supplements. And I got to tell you, standing in front of shelves and not knowing what to buy, not knowing how to take care of your dog and yourself, it's very stressful and it plays on you. And it doesn't have to. I remember it so well. Like, what do I get? What's good? And everything that I kept reading showed me that 90% of the supplements that are on the market, if not more, don't have what's listed on them. They have fillers and synthetic additives. And if they have any of the ingredient that's actually listed on the label, it's so small and minuscule and that it's not even worth it. It doesn't do any good. So where you buy the supplements, the integrity of the brands that you're buying them from, and the right supplements can make a huge difference in how you feel and how your pet feels and how you feel about the whole situation. And that made a difference in my life. And when Tulli started, he's scratching here and there and things going on with her, and I was like, what? And then I was started using Young Living products and oils specifically, and I started using different types of supplements on me. And while I was out in Italy, I started looking at things for my friends, for their dogs, and researching. And I thought, wow, okay, well, this would help. And so I started looking at solutions for other people's animals and realized, hey, man, my girl needs that too. Hey, probably so do I. And that's how I got on this journey of what on even how to use supplements and where to begin. That's what got me on this path. And I got to tell you, I can't imagine life without it, because Tulli and I, when she was alive, she was so healthy. We started taking Ningxia early on. I had earned in a contest and earned an entire year's supply of Ningxia. And so her and I took it every single day. And boy, did we both see the difference and feel the difference. I saw the difference in her, and I saw how wiggly and how happy she was, and I felt it in me. And it changed everything. That was the beginning. And then I started giving her preventative medication, supplements for her bones and joints. And then I also wanted to give her omegas for her coat, for her brain, heart, all of these things. And so I started adding this in and greens into her diet as well. And we come up with a perfect blend. And funny enough, we pretty much took all the same supplements. She took a couple different ones than I did, and so did I with hers, but we took the same. And it was wonderful because I trusted the company and what was in them. I knew what was in them was actually in them. And it was high quality, all natural ingredients. So it was actually helping her body. For instance, she never had arthritis. She never got it because I gave her a supplement that added in too, along with the high quality food. So she never had problems. She didn't gray. Her teeth were white as ever when she transitioned. She could hear and see perfectly. And that's unusual for a dog of her age. And I attribute it to not only her diet, but also the supplements that we were both taking. And it was magnificent. And so I just kind of want to go over a few things with you on supplements and how easy that you can get into using supplements for your dog if you feel they need it. If they don't need it, great. But if you're noticing shifts and changes and they're scratching a lot, or their hair doesn't look as luxurious as it's supposed to, kind of dry, then these might be options for you to just start sticking your toe in and seeing what is a good option, what's a good solution for me. And I just noticed so much benefits from giving them to Tulli. Not only myself, but giving them to Tulli. And every day she got her supplements. And just with the normal itchies and scratches from the environment, that stopped as well. It's wonderful to see that stop, because you don't know, because if you know anything, when you see your dog in distress and scratching and itching and constantly in distress, it stresses you out too. And it doesn't have to. You can find solutions that are actually good for their bodies. And even if it doesn't solve the issue, you know it's not causing more problems. And that's, to me, what supplements do. And that's why I turned to supplements. And that's why I turned to living supplements specifically, is because of the quality of the supplement themselves. And I learned in a class one time, I'm going to share this tip with you. Because it still to this day sticks in here. I took a class on supplementation, and the average supplement that you buy in the store, when you take it, your body will absorb 25 to 30%. It allows, it's called bioavailability. That's what your body will absorb, 25 to 30% of what's in that bottle, what's in that pill. That's not a lot. And the reason why is a couple. One, inferior ingredients, synthetics, fillers. There's not a lot of the ingredient even there, but the molecule structure is so big that the body blocks it. It blocks it. So it's not even getting in. When I discovered Young Living, it's completely different. The molecular structure was very small. They're natural ingredients already, so the body opens up for them. And they have essential oils in them. So when you're taking in, the oils act like a driver, and it pushes it deeper into your cells and into your body. And the supplementation actually, in our the bioavailability, our body absorbs up and upwards of 80% of the actual supplement. So what does that mean? You take less, and you notice a much stronger, significant changes. Better. To me, that's worth it. I'm saving money. I don't have to take as much. I don't have to give as much to my kid. Everything's good. And so I thought, I'm in. And there's a few other companies out on the market that have this, but they're mostly only available to practitioners, diagnostic, functional diagnostics, chiropractors, therapists of that type of nature can actually access these brands. We can't. They're not available. So it makes it very difficult, whereas with Young Living, it is available. But the idea is find what works for you and what works for your dog, and trust it. Trust it. Look at the ingredients and trust it, and see what's in those bottles. See what's in those bottles, because just be aware. That's all I have to say about that. Now I kind of want to go over just a couple other things, like why are supplements so good? Why do they actually work? Because our food, as I said, has gaps in it. And we may not be giving our pups the foods that their body actually needs, because that's very hard to know what proteins and what foods our own dogs need. Same with us. What's good for some person to take and eat may not be great for me to eat, and I may not get the nutrients out of it that my body needs. Same thing with dogs. It's exactly the same thing. So it's being noticing of those gaps. And when you take a supplement, it fills in those spaces every single day. And it will make a difference. And it kind of gives that foundation for your pup and for yourself. So it's a win-win all the way around. Supplements also fills in what the body actually craves, whether it's energy, it's immune support, gut, skin and fur and coat. All of these supplements can actually fill in those areas. And then the body doesn't have to tap on your shoulder with scratching and itching or pain. It doesn't need to, because you're giving it what it needs. And so it makes for a much more peaceful relief and stress-free day, knowing that not only are you taking what you need, but your dog is healthy as well, and you are giving them exactly what is benefiting them, and you are seeing and feeling the results of what you're doing. That alone feels so beautiful, so beautiful. When you could look at your fur baby and you know that you're doing everything possible to make sure that they are cared for and they're healthy. I know. It gets me still to this day. So so just remember, it's quality. That's number one. Making sure that there are no fillers and additives, synthetic specifically, that the company has immense transparency so that you have total access to how the supplement is being manufactured, what's actually in it, and the testing of it. These things are so important, and most don't. Most don't. And that the company itself that's manufacturing your supplements that you're purchasing, that they're finding their ingredients, they are sourced with integrity as well. Like they care. It's not about the dollar, it's about the quality of the supplement that's passed on to you. And that's the difference. That's why I can use and why I trust I'm living with Tulli, because the quality is so high. I know it's going to be good for her and I. Like the supplements that my friend, my Stephanie is her name. She's my functional diagnostic. She sends me. I trust those equally because I know the quality of them are high as well. To trust them with pups also. So that's how you can really make a difference in finding what your dog needs and giving their body what it's calling for, what it's craving. Here's what I wish someone would have told me many, many years ago when I was lost. This is what I wish somebody would have shared with me, but I had to figure it out for myself. So I'm hoping that this finds you early enough in your struggle, in your concern, in your worry, that it helps you look for other solutions, look for holistic options. And it's out there, whether it's with my help or whether it's through another company that's high quality. Find what your dog needs, find what you need, and take it. Give it to them. You will see and feel the results in their body and how they feel, but you'll also feel it in your heart. You'll feel it in your heart. And that's what matters. That's what matters. Our beautiful fur babies come into our lives to bless us. The least we can do is care for them in the highest possible manner, making sure everything they come in contact with is good for them, is supporting their bodies, and is keeping them healthy and vibrant for many, 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 many years to come. That's my wish, and that's what I'm hoping. So, with that said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And stay tuned for this week. So we've got a lot of heartfelt content coming out. And I've got, if you have questions or anything, please let me know. I've got an entire guide inside this group called Supplements on this exact topic. Feel free to peruse it if you're inside the High Vibe Dog group. If you're not, let me know and I will get you inside the High Vibe Dog group, and you can look through what's out there. You can look at comparisons and really get a good idea of what's going to benefit you the most and what's going to serve your needs and your dog's needs. So with that said, have a beautiful rest of your day. And remember, go out and create something magnificent with your pup. Ciao for now. Bye. See you on the next one.